In this lesson, we're going to talk about story structure when it comes to writing. All forms of writing have some form of a skeletal structure. Much like your body is held together with bones, just like you have your central portion of your body and your legs, your arms, and even in your head, you have bones in your body. And they are attached by muscles that help them move and ligaments, things like that. So writing is really quite similar. Every form of writing has a basic structure. And today we're going to talk about two structures. The first structure that we're going to talk about is rising action. And you can imagine from its name what that means. Yes, rising action. So there are things that happen along this path as it gets up higher and higher until it reaches a point where we need to end that rising action and something major happens in the story. The second structure that we're going to talk about is circular structure. And just the same as you think of, oh, I see the word circular. Circle is in that. That structure starts somewhere and it goes off the story, something happens, the character develops, and it comes right back to where it began. And those are examples of structure. We're going to get to the specifics in just 1 second. So in this tutorial, we've been talking about story structure, meaning that there are reasons that people write and they have to have a particular structure. So as I wrote here, every piece of writing, so everything that you're going to write, you have to think about first as to the structure. One example is rising action. In this one you have an introduction. There are events that lead up and create more excitement up and up and up till you get to a very exciting point, which is the ultimate point of what's going on, the action, and then you bring it to an ending. Okay? The other thing that you're thinking about here is that there is a problem in this story. And that creates excitement. So you'll have various points along the way. So point number one, you'll say, okay, problem number one was this. Well, this adds to the problem. I can't believe this is happening now. That should be a 2. And then you have point number 3. Perhaps then you bring it up to where you're going to say, all right, ultimately, that's it. We're done with all of our problems. We're going to have a solution and bring the story to an end. And you can see how you can have an introductory paragraph, that would be paragraph 1, a second paragraph, third, fourth, ultimately a fifth, and then a sixth to bring it to a close. Not that difficult to do. Also, here we have a circular structure story. These are fun for fictional stories. So your story starts out with your characters and your setting, and certain things happen to the character along the way, and you would mark out different events, different places the story may go. Maybe, for example, when you give a mouse a cookie, you know that the main character is the mouse, and certain things happen to him where if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to need something else. Then he'll need a napkin. Then he'll be hungry. And the author is so smart because he takes you through some simple places where there are events, and ultimately he's back where if you give him something, he's going to be hungry again and he's going to want that cookie again. So again, it's where it ended where it started. A third type of writing is persuasive writing. So persuasive, you're trying to convince somebody of something. Or another way of saying that is you're creating an argument. And it's not that you're creating a fight, but you're justifying. You're saying, I'm convincing you of my point of view. And in this type of writing, each paragraph has a specific purpose. And we'll get to these types of structures, rising action, circular structure, and persuasive essay in more detail in future videos.